What could go wrong when you're adding components to your motherboard?
Hi, I'm Paul, this is Diane. We are the PC Zombies. Well, you know what? I've had some real struggles from time to time working on my motherboard if I put the wrong component in at the wrong time. So for example, I do like to populate the motherboard somewhat before I put it in the case. But let's talk about some things that you don't want to put on your motherboard before you put it on the case. The first thing you don't want to do is you don't want to mount a graphics card. They're big, they're bulky, and that makes putting the motherboard in the case harder, and potentially you're going to be shaking all that around and those connectors may get messed up. Put your graphics card on after the motherboard's in the case. Don't forget to double check that those little tiny jumpers and switches are set correctly. I tend to do those first because they're easy to look at before you even do the CPU. I'd always put my CPU on first because I don't want my memory sticking up and blocking me and causing me to potentially bend a pin while I'm trying to do that. There's another one that gets to me sometimes. If you don't put the bracket on the cooler for underneath the motherboard, it may be very hard to get to once you put it in your case, because some cases have no access to the back of the motherboard, or that access is really tough to get to, or your computer's so heavy you have to send it up sideways and you're trying to attach a bracket on the back of the case without it falling down or something falling off in the front. You know, do it while your motherboard's out, just that back bracket. The cooler itself, wait until you put it in the case. So put your CPU on first, do your cooler bracket, back bracket if you can. If you have SSDs you've already purchased, put those on. Like I said, I try to wait to purchase those after I've confirmed that my Hello World works, but that's okay. If you got some, put them in. And the final thing to add is your memory. Your memory is going to be sticking up and being in the way, but put it on the motherboard before you put the motherboard in the case. It does make it a little bit easier. And that's our video, Di.
Well, it's great advice.
All right, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. We're going to start building this guy next week.
And we love the thumbs ups.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.